Hey everyone, welcome back to the IWP Network, or if it's your first time, welcome hanging out with us. Thank you so much for choosing this podcast, and feedback is always welcome. So make sure to check the links below for all social media links, audio and video versions of this show, and merch. We look forward to hearing from you and hearing that feedback, and enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? This is Bangin Beer's podcast. I don't know what episode this is. We're in a different...
746.
Sounds good to me. We are on location today. We are at the Little Brown Barrel. I almost said the Craft House. I stared at you first.
Thank you.
One day we'll be there. We're at the Little Brown Barrel in Minersville. Insane beer list. We'll go through a little bit here in a moment. But today we're joined by myself, Rish, Bill,
Hi.
Andrew, and Bobber's here. No Pops. He's in New York. Maybe the next episode. We're doing bi-weekly. He'll be here. I'll let you introduce yourself, and we'll kind of jump into a little interview section here before we try our first beer.
Sounds good. My name's Steve.
Just come a little bit closer. Sorry,
is this better?
Yes, much better.
My name's Steve. I'm the owner here over at the Little Brown Barrel in Minersville. We opened up back in September, and it's been going pretty good so far. We've got 120 beers to choose from right now.
Yeah. It's a lot.
I've got about 6 or 7 downstairs, too, that we're waiting to pull up. And when our list gets down a little bit, we got blank spots to fill. We'll pull them up and put them in.
So you have draft, bottle, you have some barrel-aged cocktails.
Yeah.
And then in the future, you're looking at doing a wine list as well.
Yeah, we'll get up to about 30 wines is the goal.
Yeah. It's literally something for everybody. So a lot of places when you go and you're like, oh, I'm not a craft beer person. They still have domestics here. You can get your Miller Lights, your Yingling, all that is here. You can get wine eventually in the future. You can get spirits. You can do mixed drinks. It's a bar, but it's something for everybody.
Food, so
and the food.
American food with a little bit of a twist. So everything's got a little bit of a twist, so it's something a little bit different than you can get everywhere else. You can get a burger everywhere else, but you can't get it that's a short rib, sirloin, and brisket in their burger. You can't get a flatbread the way we do some of them.
Yeah.
Crab Ragoon flatbread is one of our most popular flatbreads we have.
Yeah.
Bob has raved about the food. Andy, everyone on the table is like, the food is unbelievable.
Now we gotta get you to eat something.
Yeah, I'm after the show. I will definitely.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll get something going here. What would your recommendation be if I was my first time getting food here? What do I get?
The pierogi flatbread is selling like crazy.
Oh,
I didn't want to do pierogies, but we're in Schuylkill County, so we
have
made
to.
a little twist on it. So we did a pierogi flatbread. So it's
throw a slice of kielbasa, and
Well, we're doing next month. We're doing the skook steak again, which is a kielbasa cheesesteak with a beer cheese and grilled onions. I drive to Corpolis in Norristown, pick up the rolls.
Wow. Where do you get your kielbasa from?
Kovalenix.
Sold. Sold. If this table rises up a little bit, I'm sorry. I apologize.
We went through 64 of them. We went through in 3 days last time we had them on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
I know the wheel does like a kielbasa pierogi, like it's like the 462 orgy or whatever. I don't, they didn't name it that, but that's what I call it. Just call it the fuck. Like that.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to get one the fuck, please. But yeah, what sparked your interest with the craft beer scene and bringing this huge selection to Schuylkill County?
My first saucier position was at a place called the Moody Monkey in Jeffersonville back in 2001. It was the first real beer bar in the area. Before everybody thought it was going to be a trend, it was going to be dead in 6 months. Well, the restaurant was dead in 6 months, but the trend kept on going.
Yeah.
And I saw more and more places opening up. And then I took over as the AGM beverage manager of a place called Nebraska and the Iron Abbey. When I ran it, we had 360 bottles of beer to choose from, 220 bottles of wine to choose from. They've cut their list down a little bit because was literally a full-time job just keeping that organized.
I can
keeping that.
imagine.
Yeah.
I was pulling my hair out trying to find stuff, and it was a nightmare. And Roy taught me a lot. From there, I just moved around until I found the place I wanted to open up, a miniature version of the Iron Abbey with a little cleaner, a little easier to eat, because that was kind of my dream job when I was working there.
Yeah.
It was always something different.
We appreciate having you because it's unbelievable. I think the closest like we're kind of in the middle between the only two places kind of like this would be Humboldt Tap, where they have a big beer selection, and then what was the place we went to in the Lebanon area? Was it Beer on Wall?
Beer Wall.
Beer Wall.
Down in Reading.
Down in the Reading area. So if you're a Schuylkill County and you want a big craft beer selection, or just it's a great way to try them. Do you guys do flights or anything with your taps?
I'm waiting on the new glassware to come in. We'll be doing flights in about 2 weeks.
Cool. There you go. So that's a great way to experiment and see what you like and do that. We have our first beer here. We'll get our first sip in here. So what do we have? All the beers are your recommendations, so I'm excited.
Today, yeah, we're going to go through a couple of my favorites that we have in. This is one of the breweries out in King of Prussia. It's called Workhorse Brewing Company. We're the only people in the county to actually carry Workhorse. It's a New England IPA. It's a 6.7% creamy New England IPA. It's got a nice clean taste to it. It's balanced.
Oh, wow.
And it's got
That's nice.
it's not an overwhelming IPA for New England.
Yeah, it's a cream. It almost turns like a cream ale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the fruity, you get the real citrus pop.
There's oats in it, and that's what's doing that.
The cream, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And they're out of where? King of Prussia.
Prussia.
I love I like the can art there. It's a very simple, clean, 2 horseshoes.
Yeah.
Yep. Some of the, like, that's one of the the themes kind of we go through, like those classic nice branding versus like the absolute insanity sometimes. Which
Listen,
is cool
some
too,
of them,
but-
some of them, like I know you have a lot of art in your wall, and sometimes people put that art on their cans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is nice to have a balance, but sometimes that clean traditional style logo definitely works. I'm gonna pull up real quick. This is the Workhorse. I just want to give them a little bit of recognition, and so we're gonna use Untapped here. So let's work.
Yeah, this is a really nice IPA.
Yeah.
I almost typed in Warhorse.
It is juicy, creamy.
You're just reading off the bottom.
No, I mean,
It's a can.
See, that's kind of
It
what
actually
I think-
fits the description that they
Exactly.
actually put
That's
out.
kind of
That's
like
the
what
fun thing about
we
it.
go. A lot of stuff we go through on the show is like, does it match the description they tell you?
Yeah. So this is a 6.7 ABV. It had 5 friends check in. It averages a 3.65. Everyone checked it in. It's a 3.72. I think that's a very good score. I would go a little higher. That's just me. I think I'm agreeing with you. I already see your score here. So Workhorse Brewing Company out of King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, like we said earlier, they have made 35 beers and they average a 3.67. So that's a good score for them. They have a Vienna Lager
We are getting that on tap in 2 weeks or so.
and a Hell's. They have the Hell's, a hazy lager, American Pilsner. So they make it seems like they make a lot of like blue collar beers.
Yeah, they don't go overboard with their flavor profiles. They don't try to get too creative. They just do it and do it right.
I'm interested. They're on the radar. I'm actually going to favorite them right now on Untapped. We'll start with what are your score in this one, Bob?
I had this about 2 weeks ago. I gave it a 4 then, and I'm going to stay with that today.
Did you have it here?
No. One of the people that I trade with regularly gave me a can in a beer trade.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I like just looking at what they have here. I'm already into what they do. I want to try their lager and pilsners out.
So real quick, I just said tropical fruits over a decent hops bitter up front, smooth and creamy from the oats and wheat, moderate pine linger on the finish, well done. And that just holds just as true today. This is fine. I can't say anything bad about it.
Yeah, this is a nice, like, just keep in the fridge IPA too. Just like
Yeah.
go to. It's fantastic.
Easy drinker, enjoy it.
And it's not that 7.8, 7.9 overly alcohol where you're going to get tuned up after 2 or 3 of them and not be able to drink anymore.
But the
You have to.
6.7s will sneak up on you.
Yes, they will.
But the thing is, they sneak up. They don't
Yeah,
just
they don't
punch you in
just
the gut.
hammer you.
Now, another question here. Maybe this is a foreshadowing for what I may ask in a few minutes. Do you sell cans? Like, do you sell mix of sixes or 4-packs or anything like
Yeah,
that
we
out the
do-
door?
We do sell out the door. We do.
All right, cool.
discount the
This
can
this
as
would be
well.
tonight's Elimination Chamber. I'm a wrestling fan, and I need some wrestling beers. So,
At 6:30, I will be walking out the door to go to my buddy's house to watch it.
are you a wrestling fan
Yeah.
as well? Yeah, Elimination Chamber tonight. That's nice. Rocking my Stone Cold. What's up, man? Take it easy. Good seeing you. We'll be in touch soon, man.
Nice meeting
Colin here from Pilgaroo. You see, we've talked about him a bunch of times on the show.
Take it easy,
You
man.
too, man.
See ya.
Yeah, we'll be in contact because we'll help you out with that thing. So a big wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love this. I love this place more and more now. We should like host. You have TVs in here. We do some,
we hosted.
some maybe WrestleMania can be hosted here. A little WrestleMania party. So,
That'd be sweet. I'm in.
I'd be fine with that. I love wrestling. There's not enough. There used to be you could go to a bar and watch it. Now nobody ever puts it on for you.
Now, do you watch everything that's out right now? Because there's so much. Or you just stick with WWE?
There's WWE, NXT is a version of it, and then there's the AEW, which is phenomenal. But I still get
Every time.
if I can't go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll put on New Japan.
Yeah.
Or Ring of Honor.
Do you watch
like
ROH?
That. Once in a blue moon, I'll watch
One
that.
of their partners that is helping with the brewery is Tony Deppen.
Okay,
who's been wrestling a lot in ROH.
Yeah. And there's a lot of guys that came up from ROH, from Daniel Bryan to Seth Rollins. They all
Kevin
started.
Owens. Yep. Kevin Owens. Adam Cole was ROH.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're sorry we're losing you guys on this side of the table. I feel.
They're just quiet and going,
Yeah.
okay, these nerds.
Yeah. Listen, we got usually every show on the network, if there's not a wrestling reference snuck in there, at least on one episode, we haven't done our job. So that's out of the way.
Well, we actually did have the Broken Skull series.
Okay.
We had the Rotunda. It was a chocolate cherry porter.
Nice.
That we brought in. It was the Beautiful Trauma.
Yeah.
From Stone
That was a really good. I think that was the first stout where I turned the corner.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I don't taste coffee in this. This is fantastic.
Pain in the butt about that one was if you let it sit for more than a day, you'd have to turn the keg upside down and shake it and put it back up and let it settle down again because it wasn't
got
a
so
filter.
chunky, yeah.
And next thing I know, I'm having to take apart the lines and scrub the lines out because we got chunks of cherry and chocolate stuck in everything.
Now, you were telling me, too, that every single time, no matter if you're changing to the same beer the cleaning process here is through the roof. Like, you make sure everyone cleans the lines, the tap head, the whole nine. Every change.
Pulled apart, from the shanky all the way up the lines. We run clear clean through everything. We scrub everything out every single time. We make sure the lines are perfect. I've actually had 2 or 3 people so far that said our Miller Lite was off or didn't taste right.
You're like, 'cause it's clean?
Because it's clean.
You got to just look at them and go, I just cleaned the line before I hooked up the keg.
Yeah.
There's no way this doesn't taste right. I literally just got done cleaning the line about 5 minutes ago, sir, and it's been in the walk-in since it came in.
You're just used to.
You're used to it.
Yeah, it's like when you change the oil in a grill. You're like, it's like you get a little more flavor in there, but it's not what you're supposed to be doing, right?
So it's kind of entertaining when you get that response from people of like, this doesn't taste like Chetty, or this doesn't taste like Flight, or this. Like,
that's because it's clean.
Yeah, I don't even know what a clean line Chetty would even taste like. That'd be a whole new experience. Yeah, that's my favorite. I'm a Chetty guy. So you have, I see like another thing too, you're showing a little representation here to local art. So you have some art on the wall. Who's the artist you have hanging up?
We actually partner from the Black of Art. We have 9 different artists in here right now. The one girl, Ariana, sells the most. She sells prints. Mm-hmm. She has one original of Beetlejuice on the wall. She's probably sold 20.
Wow.
That's awesome.
A woman named Ruby sold a couple of them so far. A woman named Shannon sold a bunch of them so far. But all the art on the wall is for sale. The only thing that's on the wall that's not for sale is the 2 signs that came from my grandparents' bar.
Yeah.
My great-grandparents' bar, the Berlin Tavern, when they first bought it in '54.
I do want to give a little kudos to here. As someone who, born and raised Cool County, very proud of where I come from. I know a lot of people, we get a lot of shit here, but you're not from the area, like you were telling me earlier.
No.
You're an outsider, but not only...
Flatlander, I've been called.
Yeah. Not only are you bringing business to our area, but you went out and found Block of Art, which is not a lot of people know a Block of Art in our area. And not only are you doing that, you're helping local artists and you're helping them hang their products up and getting them business. So I kudos to that, man. That's really cool. And you're really embracing the culture and finding out breweries in the PA area. And I like what I'm seeing here, man. You're going to Kevalonics and getting their kobasi for your food. You're getting pierogies. Like this, it's perfect. You know what I mean?
We're trying our best.
Yeah, partnering with local business like the Craft House and get distribution around the area. It's impressive, man. I like so far everything I've heard so far. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of this place.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It's just a matter of doing things right and being consistent and making sure you support other people. We're starting up on Minersville Revitalization Association.
Nice.
So hopefully that goes through. We're meeting in 2 weeks for that. And we're meeting with the mayor, Bob Quandle, and everybody else, and we're trying to build up the community again.
There's a lot of really cool stuff. Like, Minersville's got a great layout. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff that could happen here with the right hands. Just like Pottsville. Like, in the right hands, we have some cool towns that can revitalize from older coal
I
era.
lived here like my whole life too, so it's nice to see that. Minus like the 4 years with you in Pottsville. But
We got somebody's looking at the building on the corner down here to turn into a bed and breakfast, and then they're trying to buy Myrtle Maze, which is a restaurant that's closed down the street, and want to turn that into an English pub.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Dude, this town,
That would be-
Monersville can turn into a sleeper bar town.
Oh, yeah.
Realistically.
It just needs a little.
Then I
kick in
could
the
turn
butt.
into an alcoholic if
Yeah.
that shit
Yeah, it's all in walking distance.
like-
so-
Yeah.
Really, like St. Patty's
Turn
Day.
into.
Just think of this. St. Patty's Day. You have 3 or 4 bars that you can do bar crawls at. You do a parade downtown. You can be just as like Pottsville or Girardville when it comes to St. Patty's Day. Our summertime 4th of July things with the bar crawl and supporting
Oh, yeah.
business and stuff.
We're doing an all-day brunch.
Yeah.
Almost
Yep.
every town in Schuylkill County has with the architecture and the way all the towns are laid out from
Yeah.
the same era, they all have the potential to become another Jim Thorpe in the right hands.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's exciting to hear that that's even still being talked about. I know Pottsville was a big thing they were working on, but then the pandemic happened. You're like, oh man, I still hope this turns around. But it's good to hear that it's happening in like, because Shenandoah's having a huge revitalization. You know, I mean, it's awesome to see towns doing it.
It's a race to the finish right now because of all the factories and warehouses opening up around here and all the industry coming in. Everybody wants to get their town ready
Yep.
to start drawing in the new people that are moving into the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are other future plans you have for the bar?
Right now, the big project is waiting for the snow to clear. We're going to have a pad put out back. We're going to have outdoor seating. We're going to put a new tent up because our tent didn't survive the last snowstorm we had.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, I fell asleep for 5 hours, woke up, and the tent was completely crushed.
Oh,
So we're going to put a new tent outside, new outdoor seating outside. Hopefully, when the land bank decides what they're doing, we'll be able to pick up the property next door, expand the patio outside, maybe put in some parking if the city will give us some permission for that.
That'd be awesome.
What are
St.
you
Patty's-
saying? Awesome. You can walk here.
Sometimes I don't want to. I got heels on.
St. Patty's Day, we're going to do a couple traditional Irish dishes, and we're going to push all-day breakfast because I don't know about you guys, but when I get drunk and when I'm hammered, the
Yeah.
first thing I want is like French toast or an
Yeah.
omelet. So everybody else is going to
fucking
push
French
the Irish
toast.
food. We're going to do brunch all day on St. Patty's Day. We're going to put a couple Irish-based beers on, Irish-style beers on, and bring in a couple new things. And we're going to push the breakfast all day, all night. Open it up. We're going to check with some laws, see if we can serve till 2 in the morning, just food.
yeah.
Shut the liquor down at 11 o'clock like they want, and just serve food the rest of the night. And let all the people get in
Sober
work
up.
and sober up
Yeah.
here and go home.
It's a good idea.
That'd be sweet.
So
We did a Irish episode at McNiff's last year for St. Patty's Day, and I'm just like, whatever Irish beers you have, we'll come in and do it. Maybe we'll do it with you guys this year as well. We're working out a little bit of something where this may be a once a month spot for us, so we come and try the new things to let you guys know to come here and try them as well. But I didn't realize how many Guinness beers were out there that were made by Guinness that I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Harp and all, and I was like, these are fucking
they're all
awesome.
Guinness.
They're all really, really good. Like there's like I fell in love with Harp. Like
Oh, harp's
Oh,
great.
yeah, you don't last 300 years by making garbage.
Yeah, right.
So someone for me, like I only thought Guinness was Guinness.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
you know what I mean.
That's a
And
lot.
and then we're drinking all these beers. I'm like, wait,
St. James Gate Brewery.
yeah. And I was like, it's all Guinness product. I'm like, and then I was like, I never had a Harp in my life, and I want more of it now. Like
Harp and Bass.
the red ale, the
Schmittix?
was it Killian? The Killian's red ale was really good too. That we had.
they bought
This-
that brewery up
Yeah.
Yeah.
about 20 years ago now.
They do Schmittix too, don't they? Or
Yeah,
Schmittix their
Smithwick's,
own.
Yeah. No, I think it's them
I think
too.
Guinness has
I
that
think
Smithwick.
Guinness,
Yeah.
because when they did the variety pack, it's always like Harp, Guinness, and Smittix in there.
Smithwick Trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
And then I know Guinness opened the brewery in
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
in
want to get down
Baltimore.
there.
We went down there. It is fucking awesome. So they literally like hired these awesome like home brewers or brewers, and they're like, "Hey, instead of open your own thing, we'll give you Guinness money and just experiment here." And they're making like
Wow.
black IPAs with like IPA Guinnesses and just like oatmeal stouts and all this stuff. And they're beers that like that might not ever be here today. So like when you come here, you may get a beer you'll never get ever again.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but well, that's been on the list, but then the whole Rona hit. And
Yeah, they have a huge outdoor seating. Like people
Yeah.
could like a huge fire pit. People out there playing cornhole. It's huge.
Nice.
It's really cool. Yeah. So and you're also looking to support the local music scene and put some acoustic acts and stuff in here.
Once a month when the bars open back up, we're going to be doing a Firkin Friday.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised how many people around here have never heard of a Firkin before. A Firkin is put on the bar, it's a keg, old traditional style way of doing a keg before they had the tap system.
Some people might know it as cask as opposed to firk.
Okay, yeah, that's the Hucklebuck thing that they have cask beers. Yeah.
So we're going to put it on the bar. We're going to tap it on the bar the first Friday of every month. We'll pick out a special beer, work with a brewery. I think our first one's going to be North County.
Nice.
And they're going to put in their firkin in. We're going to set up on the bar. We're going to do a firkin night with an acoustic act. And then the next day we'll do, if there's anything left, which I doubt.
You are in School County.
Yeah. We'll do a runoff that next day for like $2 a pint.
Nice.
That'd be sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
And then
He's like, shit, I need to loot some acoustic stuff here so I can get in here.
Yeah.
He'll be in there like, I don't know what I'm playing, but I'm here for the beer.
I think it'll be a good combination. Get a
I
local
agree.
artist in, get a local brewery in, do the Kirkin, something that nobody's really done around here. Nobody's really got a chance to experience around here. But you come in, and it's a show. It's not even just getting a beer that you normally would taste one way, tasting a completely different way.
One of the craziest experiences I ever had here with a band was the Boys Upstairs before you guys, I guess, took it over.
Was that one of those Woodies?
I don't think it was Woody's yet. It was something completely.
Woody Keg or Johnny's?
Or brass. I think it was called the Brass Tap.
No,
or like,
that's in
That was in Potts.
I don't know. It was brand new. They brought them in, and then it was
It was
closed.
probably Woodies because they were only open for like 6 months.
Yeah, and
They were gone quick.
it was literally shoulder to shoulder
Johnny's.
from. Is it?
No, it's
Sho-
pre-Johnny's, I'm pretty sure.
Well, whoever it was when they brought it in, they put in like the huge tap system, and they talked about doing all this stuff, and it never happened. And then you guys came in and did exactly what they wanted to do, but better, essentially. But it was shoulder to shoulder from here to the door, and you couldn't move in here, and it was just like an awesome crowd, and everyone was having a blast. You couldn't, like I said, you couldn't do anything in here, and it was probably it was so hot in here. It was like 1,000 degrees. I was getting a migraine, but it was such a good time. Like this place was packed. Like people, I feel like people were swinging off the raft. It was crazy, but it was one of my favorite experiences. That and the wheel on St. Paddy's Day, just looking at a sea of people. Like, it's just crazy to think that we haven't experienced that almost 2 years now. like a live show with people.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. But yeah, this building has a lot of cool stuff, and I'm glad it's in the right hands.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I just got to keep working, keep getting better. That's the goal.
Yeah. So what is our next one we got going on?
If you want to give me a moment, I'll
Yeah,
go and grab
we'll
one. I'll be right back.
we'll segue here. Let's look at the bottle list. So we'll put some out here. So on draft right now is New Trail Holiday Cookie IPA. That actually sounds pretty dope. Rusty Rail Birthday Suit Ale. We have a can of that in the fridge. We were supposed to do a Rusty Rail episode, but that I don't know if what's going on with that. Yingling Raging Eagle.
Ooh, it's Andy's favorite beer.
Andy's favorite beer.
Favorite beer.
Well, you heard some stuff about this. Is that something you could put out there, or is that?
I don't know. Supposedly the Raging Eagle is going to be
A series.
A series. So like a seasonal series. So next year it might not be mango. It might be
Cherry or
Yeah.
I'm interested.
or
I
orange.
mean, I'll try
Who
all
knows?
of them.
Yeah, give the
Hey, you drank it.
I drank it. I didn't like it.
yeah.
But it had
I think my
alcohol.
dad did though. He got one. I don't think he finished it.
Yeah,
I still just don't get the 24-ounce cans. I think that's the
No,
it's tough. It's tough to try to bang through a 24 ouncer yourself.
especially if you don't like particularly love it.
Yeah.
I think
Like
if it was a 12,
24-ounce Chetty, I would have made it work. But
Oh, make sure you get some.
I think if it was a 12-ounce, if they launched it in 12-ounce
Yeah.
cans, I think it would have went over better. Like I would have been fine with the 12-ounce can of
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah,
the 24 of it.
we got
Yeah.
Miller Lite.
Too much.
We got Free Will. The Craigle,
Craigle IPA.
Craigle, yeah. Appalachian Brewing Company, Water Gap Wheat, North Country, Montour Trail, Neshaminy
That
Creek,
one's awesome.
Churchville Lager. Ooh, I want to try out Churchville
That's really
Lager.
good too.
Huh?
That's really good.
Is
Too.
it really? That's on my
That
list.
Montour Trail one's really good too, but it's a sneaky 10%, I think.
That's a tenner. I just seen 10%. 1787 on tap. The Altitude. Am I saying that right? Amplitude.
Where's it at?
Aptitude.
Aptitude?
Yeah, Aptitude.
Aptitude.
Workhorse, the double IPA, Wicked Weed, which is a brownie stout that you said
like
when you
that.
see Wicked Weed, it has a
It
very
tastes like I drank a pot brownie.
I thought it was good.
Really?
it had the
Yeah,
danky hop.
Everyone
Yeah.
at the table, but you thought it was good.
Really?
Yes.
Like it just like the back end
And when
tasted
you went
like
to
I
the
just ate weed.
bathroom, the waitress and us made fun of you for it.
I mean, that's all right.
Look at that. That just came out on camera.
I don't care.
Devil's Backbone, 8-point IPA, Brewdog, Kaiser Co-op Ale, Founders Kentucky Breakfast Stout, which
That is
you're in love
fucking
with.
Fantastic.
Very good.
Evil Genius, Brunch So Hard, New Trail, Snowmen Are Jolly 2, and then Free Will Monster Mash. I know before we started, I had the. This is the bottle list. I know you can't see it on camera, but it's literally
It's massive.
It's a huge page. Like he said, there's over 300 beers, like
120 beers.
120 beers. I almost said 300.
That
Over
was the other place he talked about.
yeah,
Oh, over 3 million beers.
yeah. There's 3 million beers here. If you can drink them all, I had the Stoneyard.
t-shirt.
Yeah, the Stoneyard peach Kolsch. They had.
That was a nice clean
That sounds
Kolsch.
good.
I asked him if they sell T-shirts that I can like get from them, and he goes no. And I was like, why? He goes because we get local we get brewery T-shirts. Like when they come in, they give us T-shirts, and I tell my staff to wear somebody else's, like rotate the
Yeah.
breweries. So I was like, do you think if I get you a couple of Bangin beers? He's like 100%. Like go wear it. So we may have some Bangin beer shirts.
Dude, I gotta get that St. Patty's Day one.
Yeah, I'm gonna
order
get
that, I
one
think,
too.
Oh, I
today.
do too.
Yeah, we have the new St. Patty's Day logo, which is made by Noah from Punk Stereo.
Nice.
Look, he's I think he's 13 now.
Little entrepreneur.
A little entrepreneur,
He's a youngster, yeah.
Yeah, he all of Cheese Switch logos are made by this kid. He was on the podcast, and after the podcast, he's like, I want to start a record label, and he made his own little record label, and he gets in contact with all the local artists, and he puts together compilation albums and puts them out so that all the artists can collaborate and stuff.
And he's like 13?
13. He's using the venue that I did for Skookstock, and he's putting his own venue on next year.
I feel very
Or this year.
inadequate. Like,
Yeah.
as a
Dude,
grown woman.
like, what
Wow.
were you doing at 13?
Yeah.
Spitting on swings with you. Like, that's what you were doing.
I was breaking into
About
abandoned
each other.
houses and finding
And
porn
lurching.
at 13.
Searching for dirt.
Yeah, lurching for dirts too.
Yeah, I was breaking into abandoned houses and looking for porn at 13. I don't.
We were breaking into the Buck Run Mansion.
Yeah.
Billy and I grew up together.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot going on here. Is there anything else on the list here that catch your attention? You can look through and
The food too, like oh my! Every single thing we've had here has been
But
phenomenal.
not had anything bad
No.
ever.
yeah, you've been really talking us up.
Dude, well, like this is our like
Our place.
so far, hopefully, usually weekly.
Yeah.
We've been here at least once a week,
Yeah.
but all the food is
Like during the
fantastic.
week or the weekend?
Either.
Yep, both.
We've done brunch like every other weekend. I
Yeah.
think the brunch food is amazing. I had the eggs Benedict today, and they were fantastic. Rish got an omelet.
Like a lot of mimosas, so I might need a pee break then. But
How were the mimosas?
oh, they're good. They're so good.
Yeah,
Had a good Bloody Mary this morning
Yeah.
too. That was fantastic.
I think it's really cool that they not only if you're a craft beer drinker, you can come here and enjoy yourself as a craft beer drinker, but also they're doing the wine, and then
Oh,
they
yeah.
have the spirit drinks, and
The
then
cocktails are very good.
yeah, the cocktails.
yeah,
and
their
then,
their signature cocktails are great. Their barrel aged stuff is amazing. Like
yeah.
these
I
are-
had the one I wasn't huge on, but the other one that you had the bear. I can't even-
Negroni,
No,
the
the
Boulevardier.
Boulevardier. Yeah, that was fantastic.
Boulevardier.
Yeah, you nailed it. I'll go with your word.
So that is a Negroni, but with bourbon and orange zest instead of lemon and gin.
Yeah, that was really good.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, they're both really good.
Yeah.
But like it's one of the few places I think in Scoop County I can order a Negroni and don't get a weird look at me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless Ben from the Crimson House makes it,
Yeah, or like Nick Meyer.
or Nick Meyer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've experienced this a couple times too, right? You've been down here.
Yeah, Rose and I have had meals here before too. Yeah.
Cool.
This one I'm trying to.
Awesome.
Nice.
I'd like to hear that. What do we got? So we're looking at Color Trails by Bald Birds. I like that name. Bald Birds Brewing Company. What's the one that I call Arsenal?
Oh, the, artisanal.
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 Artisanal?
I say
Oh, I don't
artisanal. It's like the old Trebek thing.
Yeah.
I'll take art as anal Trebek.
Anal bum covers.
I'll do
Now,
small pour.
this one's actually from the town I grew up in, Audubon.
This is for you as well.
Oh, thank you.
Images.
My town I grew up in is called Audubon, Pennsylvania. The reason they're called Bald Birds is I'm assuming that Audubon Society and the artist Audubon was actually, his home was in there.
Okay.
Where they're at. The Audubon Bird Sanctuary is there. So it's all based around the artist that did all the bird paintings throughout the 70s or 60s. I don't really
So we
remember
just
too
made
much.
it terrible by being preverts and saying bald
That's
birds.
fine. I grew up in that town. Believe me, there's plenty of jokes going around.
It's like when you go to Bird
Like
in Hand.
Bird in Hand or Intercourse.
Yeah, Intercourse,
Blue
PA.
Ball.
Yeah, blue, yeah. We have them all in PA. So Color Trails is a
that smells
5.5
nice.
ABV. From where you said. Let's see how many beers they have made so
A
far.
little bit left. If somebody wants.
123. I'll take a little bit. Or,
I'm good.
No,
I'm
go ahead.
good. You take it. 'Cause I've been
123.
drinking all weekend, actually.
123 beers. They average a 3.75, so right up there again. Some of the names I just trying to look through. Terror Hawk, It's awesome. That sounds like Step Brothers. Like, you call me Terror Hawk. Sumo suit.
That sounds like a like minor league hockey team.
Terror Hawk.
Yeah. The flying supersonic sounds like a cool
It sounds like
cryptid.
fun. Oh yeah.
We actually have 3 other beers, and to the life of me, I can't remember what they are.
Dinosaur noises.
See, I would pick that just based on the name.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm reading the names to see
Yeah.
which ones stick out.
Uh-oh.
There she
Cosmic
is.
Candle.
Which one?
We have Cosmic
Oh.
Candle here, and we have the Color Trails, and we have the Big Bear IPA.
Okay, milling around is their lager. I'm always down for the lager. Ooh, peach exceeds grasp. I like peach. That's a wheat peach. Yeah, some cool stuff there. So let's crack into this one. See what we got. And this one is called
fantastic.
Color Trails. What would you say is your favorite style of beer?
Sorry, I'm doing my normal,
Yeah. That's really
let
good.
it run through my mouth a little bit first and figure out what it tastes like. My favorite style of beers, I'm more of a Belgian beer guy.
Okay.
Quadruples are by far my favorite. My favorite beer of all time is St. Bernardus Abbot 12.
Okay. Is that the one with the you guys were talking about with the label thing? The St. Bernardus, where you get like when you buy a bottle, you get the thing?
No, that's oh, you're thinking of the goats, or the one where everything's on the lid. There is no label.
Oh, maybe. I know you guys said you guys collect them every time you buy a bottle of it. I thought that was St.
that
Bernardus.
That's a double block from Germany. It's called Celebrator. Every bottle comes with a little silk cord with a goat on the end of it.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Now I want that.
They had them at the craft house.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. So that's your favorite style. I would agree with that. I was stuck on the IPAs for a while, but now the lagers and pilsners.
I'm actually the Belgians are really growing on me.
Yeah.
Like I used to, there's something about them I just never cared for. I don't
There's
know.
that
It's like
sweet
the
note
yeast.
that you're not a big fan
What's
of.
that?
It's probably that sweet note that
Maybe
everybody's-
that, or it's something with the yeast that most Belgians use. I think too. It's just something was bugging me, but now they're growing on me, and I've actually been really enjoying Belgians lately.
This reminds me a lot of, and this is definitely not a bad thing when it comes to the old bald birds here. This reminds me like I'm drinking a New Trail. Like it has that creamy IPA kind of ish thing going on.
Yeah, and it's got a nice spice note to it too.
Yeah. Like I feel like I'm drinking a New Trail. Yeah, is anyone you would,
Yeah.
you would
This is
agree with
really
that?
good.
Yeah, it's
it is
really
good.
not a bad thing at all. 2 friends have checked this in. It averages a 4.25 amongst my 2 friends. There you go.
Okay, so because I'm new to this, is that out of 5?
Out of 5, yes.
Okay.
That's out of 7.
It's out of 100.
You asshole. I knew you'd give me a goddamn stupid answer.
And,
Like Genesee will be a 0.5.
I don't
Miller
know.
High Life's a 5.
Yeah,
Out of 5.
Chesterfield for me is really up there. And then 476 total check-ins on this beer, and it averages a 3.86. I just really like that, putting that stat out there, because it's kind of like if you listen to a podcast, you're like, oh, we had 500 people listen to this episode. If you had 500 people rate your beer, I think that's cool that how far it grew and people actually. Now, that's just people who use this app. That's not counting the people who just tried it.
Right.
That's not counting the people that found it on Beer Advocate
Yeah.
and other apps out there. There's another one I just found. I'm not on. Where is it? Tavor.
I've never heard of that
Oh
one.
yeah, they do
that's
like
where you-
shipping. You can get a bunch.
You
of
buy
crazy
beer
stuff.
online from them. Yeah, I have a Tavor account.
Yeah?
I just downloaded the app yesterday, I think, trying to figure it out. So I haven't actually had attention to pay attention to it yet. But there's new stuff coming out all the time.
What are some of your favorite breweries? Because you said you worked here for a while. You've been doing this for a while, and then the last place, you've been doing a lot of research and getting breweries. What are some that are on your radar you're a big fan of?
My favorite breweries in the air and like the tri-state area is Omegang is my favorite. Their Three Philosophers is by far
I've never had them.
one of my top 3-4 beers of all time.
Yeah, I've only had their Game of Thrones.
Their Hennepin, the Hennepin is really a solid farmhouse saison. Weyerbacher has always been. It was my first craft beer. Was Blithering Idiot.
Weyerbacher gets us in
Wires.
trouble.
They're dangerous.
Before they lowered the alcohol content, I ended up passed out on my back porch with an unlit cigarette without a shirt on in the wintertime. After 2 beers and my wife screaming at me, "Wake up, you drunk! Get it!"
Yeah, wake up, you blithering idiot.
So when I wasn't drunk, I only had 2 beers. I swear to God, and yeah, that didn't go over well.
What are theirs? Like mostly like 10 and up?
They're a heavy.
They're like
They're
meads.
heavy.
Yeah,
They're
right?
Berry Monks we carry,
Yeah.
and the Blithering Idiot because I love those 2 beers.
Their breakfast stout is like 11%.
Because we ended a birthday trip for him at Weyerbacher.
No, we didn't end it.
We
there.
ended.
No, we
well,
ended
it felt like
ended
the
at
end.
Funks, but we should have ended
Oh
that.
God.
we started.
Or funks.
I had friends falling off the toilet, like a bunch of us girls just going in one friend just right off.
We started at Lost Tavern, then we went to
I don't even remember.
Weyerbacher, and things got weird.
Got weird.
And then we ended up at Funk's, and everyone was already shit canned by that point.
We didn't
so-
get kicked out though.
No, they had a good time. But my one buddy was like, he thought he was like standing outside of a lake outside of the
That-
brewery in Weyerbacher, but it was like a cemetery. But when you have like a bunch of 10 to 12% beers, that might happen.
Yeah, Weyerbacher will get you.
in a very short
They
amount
get
of
you
time.
every time.
And they're good.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
they're really good.
I feel like Weyerbacher is like they should be at the Renaissance Fair. Like they should have a stand there at all
yeah.
times. Like that's a Renaissance Fair beer.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would love to have two of their banners, the Mad Elf or one of those. Their Trappist banners, like the Renaissance Fair banners, outside of my building.
Oh, that'd be
on the-
sweet.
Oh, that
on
would
the
be
front of it, I would
cool.
love to
Yeah.
have two of those.
Their sigil.
We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you one of our canvas prints. One of our ones. I don't know which logo we'll get first though.
Yeah, because I'd like to get a bunch of the craft brewery flags out front
be awesome.
of our
Really
building
cool.
eventually.
We're like a castle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be sick. Well, we have tapestries. I don't know how. I don't know how
That's
they'll
what I was
hold up,
looking for,
but
but we're gonna see how they hold up.
yeah. I mean, they don't come with the
rod.
You have to no the
Grommets.
the grom at the top. You have to if you have to put them in.
Yeah.
How do you have to do that with one of ours? Because we had a wrestling banner because we do a wrestling podcast. Which now that you maybe you have to join us on that one time.
How far back do you go? Let's start this.
So so we used to do weekly reviews.
How old are you?
I am 33.
33. Okay, so you probably started a little bit after me.
Yeah.
Like I remember Tito San Martino getting the belt. And
Yeah. So our
His
last
dad
episode
wrestled
was
in a tag
Ron,
team.
we did a whole Ron Simmons episode.
Overrated.
Yeah. Ron Simmons.
Yeah.
Oh, he's one of the first black African American champions.
It's just his gimmick was just so overplayed
Yeah.
over and over again. He
Yeah.
never really changed. And anytime you get The Rock saved his career.
Well, the Nation Domination was fantastic.
Yeah, The Rock saved his career.
When he came to WWE, he was really late in the game.
Yeah.
he was older and stuff. But yeah, so we do we'll find out like a topic. Like if you have a favorite wrestler, we do the research on him.
Roddy Piper.
And then we talk. I almost wore Roddy Piper today. That's hilarious that you said that. I was almost going to put my Roddy Piper shirt on.
Maniac.
I still remember him getting smacking
Maniac.
the coconut over Jimmy Snuka's head.
That happened in
Yeah.
Allentown too.
Yeah.
But
Oh, did it?
Coconut.
Oh,
that happened in
yeah.
Allentown.
I thought you meant the murder.
No, that also happened.
that happened in Allentown, too, I think.
Yeah.
No, the funny thing
Not
about that
Roddy
was
Piper, Jimmy
he didn't
Snuka.
know what a
I was
coconut
like-
was.
I knew he didn't die.
He didn't
though.
know what a coconut was or how hard he was going to have to hit him to break it.
Yeah.
So that reaction from Snuka running after him and him running away was actually legitimate.
Oh, I would have never, dude. I would have never fucked with Snuka. That dude was just muscle on muscle. He's scary. I met
He's
him.
a psychopath.
I met him. Like like he was up there in age, but I met him. He was still a pretty intimidating dude. Yeah. Yeah. So let's go around here, Bob. What do you score in this one?
I think I'm going to give this one a 4 too. A 4 as well, I should say. It's light and easy. You get all the fruit up front, like they say. You can tell there's oats and wheat in this one as well. It's really smooth and easy on the mouth. It's delicious beer.
Yeah, I'm torn between a 4 and a 3.75. I'm gonna land on a 3.75. But to me, it feels like I'm drinking a New Trail, which is not a bad thing at all. What's your score?
I don't know how to do. I mean, I'm gonna go with a 3.75.
A 3?
No,
Oh.
it's 3.75.
3.75?
Yeah, I like it. I do. It's easy to drink and
Are you gonna start coming more on Sundays to hang out with us on Bangin' Beers?
lit. Yeah, I have to get like.
She starts with the mimosas and then moves in the beers. By the
Yeah.
time we get done, he has to carry her home.
No, I ate enough. I should be fine.
How do you when you come to the podcast table? How do you feed you before you leave? She'll make sure there's food and stuff there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody has to. That's my problem. I will not eat and then I'll drink a lot.
She used to be the one that would
That's
like
what I'm
knock down like 3 shots of Tully and be like, I don't feel anything. I'm like,
Let's
you
do
took
a
him in like
fourth.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
You're 100 pounds. Give it 2 minutes.
I know, but I had so much fun when I used to do that.
Till the next day.
That's
Yeah.
me right now. I literally because I sleep in late because of night shift. So I literally woke up, got everything ready, packed everything in, and got here, drink, and then I'll eat after.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you gonna feel it or no?
That's what I do every show. That's a little behind the curtain. I usually come in on an empty stomach. Bill, what do you got with this?
4.
A 4?
Also, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going on a 4. Bob nailed it. I mean, it's this and the 5.5. This is a super crushable one too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This is I could drink all day.
Awesome.
That's a beer term, Rich.
I
Get
know.
used to it.
I just like to hear you say that.
What? Drink all day?
Super crushable, man.
Oh, super crushable. Our boys over at Beer You Are, that they have a T-shirt that says crushable, and it's them crushing it. It's like a hand crushing a can or a crushed can.
Yeah, I could seriously see myself with one of them on the porch.
Yeah.
After mowing the lawn. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
or
like a
like
good
on the
beach
grill.
beer.
Yeah, or beach beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I actually reached out to Steve from them. Everyone's doing good.
Awesome.
Both ladies are doing fine. Nothing wrong with the babies, and they're just still a little banged up. Got to do some. They were in a car accident. They were driving down the interstate and got rear-ended and never seen the car coming. That's how fast it was coming.
Oh my god.
The person hit them. They flipped. They rolled a couple times. It was them and both their wives. They were both wives are carrying.
Oh my god.
And the guy was a hit and run. Took off. They have and never got caught.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, so they took a break from the podcast for a while, but they're going to come back. They're good people.
Yeah, they're really
but-
good dudes.
But they're doing really
They're the
well.
ones with us down in.
I
Brew
like
Daddy.
them, yeah.
Yeah, really good people, and wives are doing good. They're still a little banged up, still a little trauma. They said, sometimes they don't like to be on certain roads because they don't like being on interstates, but that's understandable. You know what I mean?
And babies
But,
are okay, you said.
yeah,
that.
everything's good on that end. But so we are thinking about you guys and your families, and you guys are amazing, and hopefully get well soon. But I reached out. We've been in contact again.
Cool. Awesome.
But that's another beer podcast. They're from the Allentown area.
Yeah.
We did a collaboration episode with them at Brew Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, they have great beers too. Brew Daddy and McCall. That's
Yeah,
like
that's a really cool place.
That's like,
location,
a very
too.
cool vibe to it.
yeah, that's where we
Like
did the
old school,
Oktoberfest.
like Allentown steel, like vibe.
Nice little outdoor seating area.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. I think in summertime, I think you're gonna have a niche there. The outdoor seating.
yeah.
That's
The outdoor seating.
Yeah.
And,
That's something we look for, actually. Like when it's
Oh,
nice
yeah.
out to like go to and sit outside.
yeah.
Mike Logothitis from the old Beer and Burger
Yeah.
is one of my cooks here.
I thought that looked like him.
really?
back
We
then.
got a big clawfoot tub upstairs, cast iron or wrought iron, whatever you would call it, clawfoot tub. And he was like, we should bring that down, like in honor of my dad, and put it outside. So when we do the outside patio, we're gonna stick the claw tub outside,
Fill it
like
ice and just
fill it with ice with the beer in
That
it, and
is
sell it.
That'd be awesome.
Like
Yeah.
as respect for his dad. It was a pretty cool idea. I was like, yeah, we'll run with it.
What I'm told is Minersville doesn't have an open container law.
We just drink on the streets, but I don't know if
No,
that's...
but I think that's a thing. Like,
Oh, okay.
Might be something to look in and walk it. Minersville
I'll
walking
call
beers.
I'll call Mahal, check him,
Maybe.
Palmer.
check
and see
the
if-
the bylaws. Yeah.
Like someone said that when the whole pandemic thing kind of started, and they're like, "There's not an open container law in Minersville, so
Yeah,
you could just
that's-
walk around drinking."
That could be a very good thing for us doing a beer festival.
Yeah.
Because we're planned on trying to do 3 different festivals in town, is what I was talking to them about.
Ooh.
Well, this year the big thing this year is going to be the Fireman's Festival, the Fireman's Convention. It's the 20-year anniversary for the
Oh, that's cool.
9/11. Plus, it's on 9/11 weekend is the Schuylkill County Firemen's Convention.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hosted by Minersville. So we should have
Oh,
anywhere from
nice.
5 to 15,000 firemen, fire trucks, everything else through here. We got the actual on September 11th. Palmer, the mayor, has paid $4,000 to have the Mummers String Band up here.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
So they're going to do a 20-minute set down on North Street.
It's our street.
That open container law might be a very good thing not to have in this town
if
that
not,
weekend.
we have an open yard that everybody could just hang out
There you go.
on North Street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one thing up in Jim Thorpe that there's only one bar, like pre-pandemic, that took advantage of it was Tony Stella's Encore, and we were to be walking through town and they just started setting a bar up. We were talking to the owner. He's like, "Yeah, there's no open container law, so I set my bar up out here. You can go grab your walking beers." And
Yeah.
we have ever since.
What has the reception been with the local bars in the area opening up?
For what?
Like welcoming and stuff like that, or has there already been interaction or?
Oh, with the other barners?
Yeah.
Lame Goose comes in every Tuesday and like on Saturdays usually. Station House, the one bartender's in here all the time. Brandon and me are part of the Lions Club together, which is a charity
Good.
organization. He's been in a few times. I sold spaghetti dinner tickets for the Minersville Historical Society.
Oh, nice.
We got him.
Yeah, oh, did we?
Yes.
You went to that?
We bought tickets.
You were here first.
They were here
like
first,
10%,
yeah.
right?
Actually, we bought them here, didn't we?
Yes.
I don't remember
Right
ever
on.
getting the spaghetti.
I don't think we did.
Just bought the ticket to support. That still works.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Sunny Rod gave us ice, was bagging up ice for us over Valentine's Day weekend because they knew we were booked solid. Liz Archix is in here. A couple of the managers coming
Yeah.
for brunch. I mean, everybody's been pretty receptive, pretty kind, and
Good.
more than open.
That's super cool to hear. That's why I like when community just gets together like that. It's cool because I like when you can pitch an idea to a bar. Like I know for a while we did it with Strikers, and you could attest like, hey, I wanted to do a Toys for Tots, and oh cool, we'll put an acoustic act in, we'll do a Toys for Tots, or you want to do for something SPCA, we did, and then like just these local venues are willing to do that, and there's
Yeah,
so
he's
much
like-
cool
he-
stuff we
he
can
donated
do.
all the bar sales that night for when we played for the SPCA too.
Yeah.
SPCA. So
To both of them.
Yeah, it's fun stuff, man. A lot of cool things. Awesome. Anyone else have any questions here?
Oh, I don't know. You're good at the.
no, like I said, this has just been a great place.
Yeah. This is our spot.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I like it. I like everything going on here. I like the environment. I like how you're not just reaching out to Minersville. You're looking at other communities and businesses in School County with art and everything. You know, it's cool. It's really cool.
Food is awesome.
I can't wait.
so
I
good.
can't wait to try it. I'm getting that pierogi thing.
The wings are amazing.
You should get. You wanted that.
Don't talk about the wings. I don't want to talk about them
What?
because they're going to be gone in a day or two.
The wings
Get
are
'em
leaving.
now, Andy.
Yeah, the wings are leaving. I brought in a specially smoked wing. It was just the way I liked it. They used a good combination for me. They did everything the way I wanted it to. Company went bankrupt because of COVID.
No.
Oh no.
Damn COVID.
So
Rip.
now,
Yeah.
until I find something comparable, or I want to start spending 8 to 10 hours a week because it's a cold smoke, which means they run at a real low temperature, and I'm going to spend 8 hours outside.
Have you ever had a smoked burger? I had
one.
I had one. It's unbelievable. It's really really good. I had a Woody's. Woody's Backyard Paradise.
Really?
Yeah, it was a smoked burger. It was awesome. It was my favorite thing ever.
I've done a smoked meatloaf.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
We're going to
The lobster bisque is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
The short rib sandwich and flatbread is
The
awesome.
crab ragoon flatbread.
Another good thing in Minersville, just going to give love to Minersville, that I've never actually personally had it, but a lot of people rave over, is the hotel up here. Their food.
The Washington.
Oh, Washington. Yeah.
Yeah,
Washington's
very
good
good,
too. Yeah.
Honestly, he's my neighbor. I talk to him once a month at least. We're sitting in the line. I still haven't not had a chance to get up there and have dinner.
Yeah, a lot of
They're
people
good,
enjoy
too.
it.
He's been here and I haven't been there yet, and I feel like a schmuck because I haven't been up there. I'm like, I'm trying, but you close at 8 and I'm still here until 9:30, 10
Their
o'clock.
smoked
Yeah.
mac and cheese is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
The other week he did a smoked meatloaf
Yeah.
too. That was good.
Yeah. So now is it just you running it? Like, what is it? Are you like the main?
Yeah.
The main guy
I have
here?
a business partner, but he's only up here maybe once a month. He'll stop up. And after his first experience talking to guests, he literally walks up to them and goes, "So what do you got me doing? Dishes?"
Yeah.
Like, this is the owner of the restaurant, the business partner of the restaurant that's literally doing dishes all night long. And can I clean you up? Should I clean you upstairs? I'll take out the trash. And he does all that
Awesome, though.
stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what business owners like.
Is it? Is
should do.
the?
That's-
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
put his foot in his mouth with the first table he talked to.
Oh,
And he was like, "You know what? This is all you, bud. I want nothing to do with it. I'm good.
Well-
Teach me what I gotta need to know, but I really don't want to talk to people."
What was your experience? The first opening with us Schuylkill County people.
Between the fryer burning out our first day, the flood in the dining room, the one waitress not calling and not showing up, and the one cook not showing up for the first day,
Oh,
I really wasn't paying attention to Schuylkill County people. I was just trying to survive the shift.
you got some?
There you go. There's the wings.
Oh yeah, they're there.
No, the wings are fantastic. I'm very upset that
Better get him before
In
they're
time,
gone.
I will find something
sure you
comparable,
will, yeah.
or I will buy a smoker and start doing it myself. I just need to get my cooks up to par, everybody know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I can start taking a little bit of a breather. I can start spending 6 hours out there smoking them.
yep.
Do you,
But they are very good.
how much of your staff is it training too? Because it's one thing to just hire a bartender or someone who can make like but you're doing mixed drinks that are not normally out in this area with your barrel aged cocktails, and obviously you want someone who's educated in craft beer to serve your beers too, because you need to have that comparison of like, hey, if you're not really a Miller Lite, you should maybe try this. Or
Listen, I spend about 16 hours a day here, or about 85 to 90 hours a week here.
Yeah.
I am working with everybody all the time, trying to get them to
Yeah.
know everything about beer. Camille doesn't like beer. Tough, taste everything. And then the other thing is, I've never talked to a person that, when I have a good enough beer selection, I've never met a person that said, I don't like beer, that didn't leave liking a beer that I gave them.
Yeah.
I've turned people that said, I will never drink a beer, I hate beer, and I've given them something that they've gone, this isn't beer. Yes, it is.
That was,
You've been drinking Miller Lite, Budweiser, and Heineken your whole
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
This
We
is
sneak
beer.
people with those Jambas or Smoothies. Those.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how you. Yeah, that's how I got into it. The Gosas and the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the easiest ones to sell people on is the shanties. Like I got
Yep.
Yeah.
Long Yard Shady La Rouge.
Yeah.
Shady La Rouge. And it tastes like strawberry soda.
Yeah.
So if you're like, oh, I can't stand beer. Okay, do you like strawberries? Yeah. Do you like soda? Yeah. Okay, I've got something for you.
Try to trick Heather into drinking one of those. He'll do it.
We had Andy Header do an episode with us with New Trail, and I knew he was going to hate every beer because they're hazy IPAs. But my whole goal with that New Trail is they always seem to put out, like, they have a style. And I wanted to be like, is New Trail just slapping a new label on a can, or are they literally making a different beer? So we had our beers, and then we had Header join us, and Header hates beer. Right?
Hates any alcohol.
But he said, I hate all of them, but I can tell you what, they each have their own different tastes.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's mission accomplished. You know what I
You
mean?
figure the answer out.
Yeah. So that was our experiment. So
Oh,
he wasn't the greatest spokesman for New Trail, but he also was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, I worked in
Inadvertently.
bars that they were out of Bud Light, so they slapped Miller Lite on the tap and just called it a day and never told anybody. And you're looking at them going, guys, this is, you know what? It's not my business.
Yeah.
I'm just the bartender here. I'm
Yep.
going to do what you tell me to do.
If you legit gave somebody a Coors and they thought it was a Miller, they wouldn't even care. They wouldn't
No.
even know.
Yep.
They wouldn't even know.
It,
As long as it's super cold, they'll never know.
Yeah.
Well, I know a certain local owner I will not name that used to put Milwaukee's Best Light on and label it Miller Lite, and no one noticed.
well, honestly, I've heard that they just shut down production and they only make one beer and add and rate lower water content in it. And that's their distinction between Milwaukee Light, Miller Lite, and Coors Light, since they all got bought under the same umbrella.
Yeah, I believe it.
That they just changed the water content, and that's all it is.
It's
the
like
same
that
flavor.
It's like
but they
that
just-
TikTok. No one's ever gonna know.
How they not gonna know?
They're never gonna know.
No, they're not going to know.
It's like they're drinking Milwaukee's Best. Like, love Miller Lite.
It's like they'll know tomorrow.
Yeah. 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 We still have to do our brown bag episode. That's gotta.
Yeah. Or either we're just gonna do just like the run of the mills, like PBRs and stuff.
Yeah. We want to do like a
you
dirt
can
beer
have that
episode.
one here, but don't ask me to join you.
You should do it like on like stoop somewhere, like
Yeah.
a brown bag.
Yeah. Just record
Or
on
just,
some.
if miners was an open container law.
We could
Yeah,
do. We could
like-
do it in your lot.
Just set up in our yard.
Yeah, yeah.
The
We'll
back.
set it across the street at the Spin City.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Now there is an open lot on the side of you here, right?
Yeah, that's the one we're hoping to hear from the land bank and purchase.
So you can do like more outdoor seating and stuff.
The goal would be to put a fire pit, big stone, the gray stone paver patio type deal
Nice.
with
Be
a
nice.
fire pit, water fountain, outdoor tables, chessboards, the whole 9 yards.
Sweet.
And from like a girl's point of view, an Instagrammy girl, like that will attract the
We-
young girl crowd too. Well, I'm not young, but they
I was
are.
gonna say.
I'll go over.
We built this place, honestly, I'll be
Instagram-y.
perfectly blunt with you, we built this place to attract the women.
Yeah.
And it
I don't-
does.
Well, I mean, that's the goal for most bars because then they bring the men.
Yeah.
We don't bring
Isn't
the
it?
men. We bring more of our girlfriends.
No, but I mean that's
Which
then
brings
Oh,
the
you
man,
wanna
and
go
then it
there.
brings the money.
I'm
She
against-
hated it. You're not coming here.
Yeah.
If she likes it and you like it, you're coming here. If she likes it and you hate it, you're coming
Oh,
here.
if my wife would hate it just because she doesn't drink, but that your craft beer selection has me here But if she liked your food, she's in, and she will definitely. But she did like the food when she was here.
Yeah.
She's actually been here and ate, and I haven't yet. When she guys came with you, you guys had one of your
Oh
girls.
yeah, we did. Yeah, well, I think no.
You guys were
here
outside.
too, though. Oh yeah, no, actually, we did that, and then we were here around Christmas time too. But you were here with Brian.
I was working. That was peak for me.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say it wasn't just girls,
Yeah, that's
but
right.
yeah.
Yeah, she's been here twice then.
Tori
Yeah,
Heidi
that's
came.
true.
Yeah, 'cause she's like, "Do you want me to come today?" And I was like, "If you want to." And she's like, "I'll just stay and get stuff done. I don't know who's going to be there."
Risha's gonna be her Heidi.
I didn't know. I would have told her. She would have definitely came if you were here.
I know.
But awesome. So we have another one here, and then we'll wrap up.
Sounds good. Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Cool.
All right. Super excited. This is awesome. Such a cool environment.
they're doing the right thing with this place because I hate when the Wooden Keg had this because they're the ones who installed this whole tap system.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, one of our 17 taps is Coors Light, Miller Light, Bud Light, Yingling,
Yeah.
fucking Shock Top, whatever. Just Keystone. There was like
They had a few.
Well,
Keystone Light tap.
But
For fuck's
every
sake.
now and then they would do a tap
Yeah.
takeover because we came that time
Yeah.
for the. I don't remember if it was Rusty Rail or somebody
Yeah,
had
they
all
did
their
have
stuff
Well,
on.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that
they would
is-
have, they would have like
but-
3 actual crafts on it.
Yeah. Well, that is something I did pitch to him. I said, hopefully if this podcast grows and we get more breweries that want to work with us and do stuff, and this becomes like a monthly place for us, we can interview a brewery or someone who's from the brewery here, and then you could bring your stuff and do tap takeovers and have people come and experience your brewery. And he's completely on board with it. And he was actually even offering something like that. So in the future, we may be getting interviews with different breweries and hanging out with them and experiencing. So this is definitely going to be a place that we're going to be back in the
Yeah.
future.
Cool.
It's a walking distance from me and Rish.
Yeah.
And Billy.
Billy.
And
Yeah.
Billy.
Yeah, not for us. This is a hike for us, but
If you really wanted it to be.
yeah.
You start yesterday.
Yeah.
I'll just scratch in the cows with the dogs. I don't
Yeah,
care.
works.
Yeah. More than welcome. You will regret it, but you're more than welcome.
No, Tyrion will he'll snuggle up nice with you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good with other people. Yeah. Or if you want Lee.
There it is.
I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. I like
I
that
think your
system.
house is
though.
holding it.
Yeah, I think this house is. I think there's a spooky ghost here. So after we wrap here? Are you going to go for another one to try out, or what's your thing here?
I don't know yet.
I'm definitely eating. I'm going to eat
I was
something.
gonna say, might as well get
Might as well just
dinner.
get dinner here. We've been here all day.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna get that pierogi flatbread or whatever it was. I don't know, but that brisket thing he said sounds really good too.
The short rib sandwich is fantastic. So is the flatbread.
So
Yeah.
this is right on the main drag
And
of
the-
Minersville.
Yeah, and the
I should
wings
probably
are
say.
limited edition right now. We get those.
Maybe I'll try the wings because they're going
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
What have you had here?
The crab rangoon flatbread and French fries, and I got the
Sure.
wings.
Everybody's had French fries.
Everyone's had French
What'd you
fries
go with,
from
Bob? You
somewhere.
said you had the.
The wings.
Yeah, the last time we were here, we had the wings, lobster bisque, the forest mushroom flatbread, and the BLT with avocados.
That's really good too. I get that one a lot. And the bread is, it's different. It's like homemade.
Yeah,
or,
it's like nice and fresh.
Yeah.
What's been new with the craft house? Anything new in or we got a little
Here's the crab
speaking of
rangoon.
food. Is this what this is? The crab
Yeah.
crab rangoon?
Actually, this is such a different taste. Let's clear these misses.
Wow. We're savages. We don't.
I don't like beer every day and tasting.
I appreciate it.
We're skooks. We'll roll.
Yeah. if he's seen our podcast table, we drink the
all
same.
sorts of
Yeah. We have like a milk beer, and then we throw an IPA right on top of it.
Hey, we usually if there's something weird in there, we will usually
Those
rinse
milk
it out.
beers sound
They were fucking disgusting.
and
I don't
look
care.
vile.
I will die on that hill. They were awful.
I do want to try one though.
So I didn't think any of them were bad, but they're so rich because in addition to the lactose,
The consistency-
they
Yeah.
actually have pastry cream in them too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
And
they,
that's-
like
Really?
Yeah, I mean, and that's
Like-
every one of them. Like for me, I thought they were all good, but that's a one. And
I enjoyed them too, but I think if once you gross yourself out with the consistency, it'd be over.
See, that doesn't bother me.
they hit.
I think I'd have to stay home the next
They
day after
hit.
drinking
They
them,
hit
though.
with what they said they are, but like I don't drink the milk out of my cereal bowl, so I think that's gross to begin with.
I do it.
But
I do.
Yeah, I do.
that's what they tasted like, and I
Yeah.
couldn't do
Guys,
it.
manja.
What do we got here?
All right, what do we got?
That's the crab rangoon flatbread. Now, the
Go
beer I
for
brought
it,
over is one that I'm bringing over because I have no idea how to take this beer.
What do you mean?
Free Will has amazing beers. This is their Monster Mash.
I've
It's
had
a sour.
It's yeah.
And
Ooh, okay.
I had this one earlier.
I have
it's-
no idea how I like this beer. It's a pineapple marshmallow sour.
Probably shouldn't ask this, but what am I eating?
Okay,
Crab
good.
rangoon flatbread.
So good.
It's lump crab meat,
You guys are a little
sweet
too
and sour
far away
sauce,
for me to
cream
pour for you.
cheese.
So I've never had any of this ever in my life, and this is really, really good.
You never had any of that? Like
Never.
No. Oh, it's so good.
This is really crab. Heidi's gonna be like, "You ate what?" I'm a plain cheese
Hey.
pizza
Like,
guy.
I've-
Like,
Him too, but I love that.
I ate a crab raccoon.
Heidi, you're gonna be so proud of me. I ate a crab raccoon today.
I found it and I ate it. I'll let you guys, because I might order this, so you guys take some.
This is
You
unbelievable.
never had it, have you?
This is the only one I don't actually care
you-
for.
Oh, you fool.
You didn't like it?
I don't like crab rangoon myself.
I love it.
It's good for what it is. It's just not my. It's like
He's
too
like
creamy
not
or
into,
something.
like-
I don't
Can
like.
I
the
can I
cream
tell you
cheesy
what
stuff.
really sets this apart for me? For me, anyway, the bread, like the crust, like the
Yeah.
the bread is amazing. Like, I think you could put
that's
anything
what
on
the-
that bread and I'd be into it.
Their flatbreads,
like
dude.
a crab raccoon.
I'd eat your flatbreads without anything on them.
I actually
Just,
do.
they're good.
I run them through the oven and I'll
Yeah.
eat it like toasted. And
Yeah.
That'd be a good hangover food.
Dude, it'd be good.
I got
with some
ajita in the
garlic.
morning, and that's like my
Yeah.
You say au jus?
ajita.
Oh, like doing the au jus though would be fucking awesome. too.
Indigestion, ajita.
So good.
All right, so this is Monster Mash. This is the one on tap.
This one
Yeah.
actually, I had this one earlier. This is
I think
interesting.
I've had this before.
So
This is one I had.
I think
Talk
Free Will
about me.
wants us to do something with them soon, but that was one of the ones I kind of turned down because of the COVID. It's like we'll wait until everything kind of clears up.
That's my jam. That's
It's like creamsicle.
so good.
It's
Oh, this is the chocolate orange you were telling me about.
It's like a chocolate orange marshmallow.
Pineapple. orange.
I take
Are there variations?
pineapple
Yeah, they're-
marshmallow is what I'm
the-
tasting and what I was told.
Yeah, there's a couple of
Are there
variations of
there
it.
variations?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a series, basically.
I think this is something that non-beer drinkers can
Yeah,
start
definitely.
to try.
Yeah.
Like, I try to get my girlfriends into drinking beer, and like that's when you start them with.
All right, so Monster Mash is a 7.5 sour other beer. 5 check-ins. All right, so here's where it gets interesting. 5 check-ins.
See,
It
Andrew there.
averages 2.85. So I think this is one that
5 check-ins from fans, or
It's one that you're either going to love or you hate.
I think that's what it comes down to. Like someone gave it a 0.5 and they said yes, it's blood orange, chocolate, and marshmallow, and yes, it's as bad as you think. It was one of the things I seen here, and I don't think that sounds awful at all.
No, it's so good.
598 check-ins is average of 367. So we'll see how we got here.
I give
So
it
sour
give
people
it
are going to
3.
enjoy it. People that aren't a sour fan are going to just. I'm just confused.
It's funny because I
I
ordered
love their
a lot
beers.
at you.
because it's heavy. It's what 7.6%.
Yeah.
7.5%.
so like when
So
when
what-
I had this before, like it constantly changes on. you.
Yeah, I like it better now than I did this morning.
I probably should have took a
Must
bite
have
of the
a couple
crab
beers.
raccoon first.
But like right away, I get the sour and citrus.
Yeah.
And as soon as I can tell it's citrus, the chocolate comes in behind it.
I get a
Yeah,
lot
and
of
then
chocolate.
there's that really like
I can taste the
creamsicle back end to it, the marshmallow.
And
Yeah.
then that comes in on the end, and then like on the linger, it's almost like a orange Tootsie Pop.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm getting.
doesn't like
I'm getting
that?
the orange Tootsie Pop. I'm getting the chocolate orange Tootsie Pop. And then the
taste the
marshmallow,
marshmallow.
the marshmallow just softens it up.
It's like as soon as your brain can register what your mouth is feeling,
Yeah.
it changes on you again.
Yeah, it's like
it keeps you on your feet, like you're.
like I said,
I like it.
I got this earlier today with brunch, and I think I actually like it better now than I did when I had it before. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Do you think that's just why, like with what you were eating? Maybe it didn't
Maybe
like vibe.
I don't know. It's weird. Like
Beer
I like
is
it
like
better
wine.
now.
Yeah.
Like if you want if you're eating oysters, a nice IPA is always going to pair up well with an oyster. It's always going to pair up with seafood. If you're eating steak and you're drinking a quadruple or a double, that's a big bowl flavor from the steak's going to hold up with the big bowl flavor of that deep,
Yeah.
dark, sweet beer that's not going to overpower it.
Yeah.
So if you're drinking a double IPA with a piece of chicken, you're not going to taste the chicken. You're not going to taste that beurre blanc sauce or that cream sauce with
Yeah.
the chicken. It's just going to disappear.
Or
And
if
I
you
bet
get
that's why
really,
you
really
like it
drunk,
more now.
all food after that tastes fantastic.
Yeah,
It's the best way to eat.
Dude, there's nothing to me like when you get a little sauced up and then you get like some gas station chicken from like Unity for me in Frackville.
Chicken?
Oh my god, it's heavenly. When you get that after a Bangin' Beers episode, you get some Unity chicken. It's so good.
I don't know what these words
I
are.
like the fried chicken.
I just miss
shit they
Wawa.
do.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
just
that's
Yeah,
my
like
big-
Wawa
I
or
miss
Sheetz,
Wawa
like-
so much. Like,
Gas station chicken.
I've
Sheetz
never
is-
had Wawa, but I've had Sheets. But I'm not a fan of Sheets.
Sheetz to
I miss Wawa.
Even drunk,
Yeah.
I was like, "This is gross."
Wawa is way better.
Sheets,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. We need Wawa to get up here.
Yeah.
You want to hear a
Nice
funny?
Italian hoagie at 3 o'clock in the morning
Yeah,
when you're
dude.
drunk off your butt.
Oh,
Doesn't beat that.
We had a night one time. This is when
That's my
Heidi
favorite from
was
them too, yeah.
when she would drink. She would have mixed drinks, but it didn't take much for her to get
gone, right?
Man, I'd love to see that right now.
It's hard to do. It's hard to get her, but once you get her going, she has waves. So when Heidi starts drinking, she turns into like twerk girl. So she's like she has a good time, and then normally she's gonna hate me for saying this, but normally she hits her peak, and then the boohoos come, like right where she's just like. Like I love you to death. The daddy issues come out, and so we were drinking up at the current. Is that what is it? The corner at the current, and we were leaving. She goes, "Can we stop at Sheets?" She's like, "I'm like, yeah." She goes, "Yeah, Sheets," and she's in the car and she's dancing, and then she just turns on the radio. She looks at me and goes, I don't don't think your mom likes me. And just starts crying, right? And I'm like,
her.
I was like, what are we doing right now? I'm about to pull into a gas station and you're crying. I'm like, you're not. I will drive right by. You're not getting food if you're crying.
No, that is not how. No.
I am not going into a gas station with my crying at the time. It might have been wife still, but I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not walking because then people get think domestic abuse, and then some other drunk white knight comes in, and then I have to fist fight somebody. I said, stop crying, or you're not getting Sheets. And she's like an 8-year-old. She's like,
Oh, you're so
I'm good.
mean.
I'm good. I want food.
I will say Sheets, the jalapeno poppers are banging.
I do get them a lot.
It's like we are not going in here if you're crying. People are gonna think things. They're gonna think I hit you, and I don't do that.
I think I've been living off their egg salad sandwich in the cooler every night for the past 3 weeks.
From Sheets.
Yeah, because I forget to eat while I'm here. I'm working 16 hours.
You make all this awesome food, then you go eat Sheets.
Yeah, because I make all of it all day long. I take a bite of this to make sure it's fresh. I take a bite of that. I'm checking this sauce. I'm checking that sauce. And I realize I didn't eat. I just tasted sauces. Is the wonton good? Yeah, okay, that's good.
What is your favorite item on the menu?
My favorite item on the menu is probably the short rib panini.
Yeah?
The frizzled onions, the bourbon barbecue sauce, the short rib, and the cheddar cheese.
I think that might be my favorite.
The
too.
barbecue
Yeah.
sauce is really good.
I think that's
around
what
here,
I'm
too.
I'm just like torn what I'm going to eat after we wrap this.
Yeah, the short rib panini, not the short rib, the surf and turf flatbread is ended up being one of our top selling flatbreads too. It's
Wow.
got shrimp, lobster cream sauce,
That was really good too.
short rib, provolone cheese, mild provolone, and scallions.
Yeah. So you said you guys are up for doing tap takeovers, and,
Yeah.
and that's something. Do you have a brewery that you're like, man, I would love to have in here? Like you're like, I'm always thinking like I always say, speak things into existence.
Evil genius.
Evil genius. I cannot wait for that episode.
You're,
I'll
sa-
give 'em a fair shake.
you're
Yeah.
sassy.
Yeah. I want to. There's 2 episodes I want to say. I want to see Andrew sit down and drink a raging with Bob, or drink like an adulting with somebody from Evil Genius. I personally like Evil Genius. You said you did say, in fairness, you did say there's a lot of beers of those you like.
No.
I don't
There
even.
are some that are okay.
There's some you
I
enjoy.
feel like they worry more about the name of the beer than they do about the quality of the beer. So,
I don't remember you not liking that.
yeah, I've gotten quite a few there.
But honestly, I'd love to do Free Will.
Yeah.
Free
That's
Will's awesome.
One of my favorite founders. I would love to
Dude,
do.
Free Will's Ralphius.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, maybe I can get my free will contact in with you, and maybe we can work something out.
That'd be great. Actually, it might actually.
Like Bourbon County, everyone goes crazy for every year. Ralphius destroys it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm a huge.
There's variations on it
Yeah.
too. It's not just regular Ralphie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
are
a huge
Russian
Flying
Imperial
Dog fan,
stouts,
but
yeah.
they're all the way out in Maryland.
we have the Raging Bitch and we have the Bloodline here.
Yeah, Bloodline's a great beer.
Those are 2 beers I'm keeping.
They have
They're
that Old
2
Bay
of the
one,
stables.
too.
They,
Yeah,
had they had a peach jalapeno that was really good. They had a sea salt caramel they made for a short time, which was unbelievable.
Oh, that sounds
I got that at the movie theater bar in Frackville. That's how I'm dating that one.
Rip.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
The Gonzo is a good porter. I just love their. Like I said, I'm a huge Hunter S. Thompson fan too, so I'm a big fan of that. So, does anyone have any last questions or anything you want to put out there before we get out?
Nah, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Like I said, this has quickly become one, like, not one of our, but our favorite place in the area. So, and
I
it's
feel
a
weird
walk-
if we don't get here in like a week.
Yeah, and it's like in walking distance of our house.
Yeah.
You guys didn't come in for 2 weeks. Everybody's asking if you guys were okay.
I got water the one time. You're like, "Are you okay?"
They're like, how are those kids that usually come in? I said, they're my age. I really don't like them right now because they're my age. They look like they're 22.
And I remember I came in. You're like, "Where's your boyfriend?" I'm like, "Oh no, that's my husband for like what 7 years now."
Like 7 years.
You're
you've
old
been
enough to be married for 7 years?
Yeah, you've been dating what since you're 11?
We've been together for 14 years.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
I think me and Heidi are up there too, number wise. I think we just.
I think because you guys dated right out of, or in high school, right?
I've
She
had
was
2
in high
relationships
school.
Total that had 14 years.
Yeah.
3.
Oh my god! I literally just brain farted on how long.
just cut this part, edit it.
Yeah.
Listen, she's
She doesn't.
yeah,
she probably forgot too.
Yeah.
If you're still alive at this point, you're good.
Yeah.
it's been a long time. I think
Heidi doesn't
I think
care.
we're married 4, but we were together 9 before that.
Oh, so yeah, I think you guys are on the same year.
Yeah, I think we're at 13.
But we're just a little older.
Yeah, I think we're at 13 years.
Yeah.
But
Or
yeah,
yeah.
dude, like this is like I said, our new favorite place. Like it's walking distance of our house.
And
I can't-
my parents too.
Yeah.
I mean, they love, but
yeah, her mom got sauced. What it was?
she got sauced here. I don't know last month, and he got lit when they came for Valentine's Day. He wouldn't leave my house. He was high
He
fiving
cranked down like a
everybody.
9.5% at our
Yeah.
house.
Between dining and takeout, we served over 300 people in 2.5 days.
For Valentine's
For
weekend.
Valentine's Day weekend.
But it was so good. Like the food was so good.
Yeah, everything was amazing.
I think we hit the price point. I think we hit the
dude,
quality.
price
of
was
the food.
we're like
The price was like,
we felt like we were cheating you.
yeah. But then we bought a whole shit ton
Yeah,
of
we
drinks.
spent
so-
I think, like $60 on drinks then.
yeah.
But we
And
did
our-
37 for a 3-course meal.
Wow.
and it was fantastic.
Yeah, everything was fantastic.
How has it been with the pandemic?
It was a mixed blessing.
Yeah.
Opening at 25% and then getting a chance to get our ducks in a row a little bit. Then opening it 2 weeks later, we got 50%. Got us a chance to get a little bit better. Then we opened for lunch. Got a little bit. We just slowly opened and progressed.
So it was easier for you to train your staff because you didn't have as many people in here to fight through it.
Yeah, and remember, your first year of opening, you're between 300% and 400% turnover your first year
Yeah.
of a restaurant. So we've got.
So don't get used to that guy. I'm just joking.
Well,
He's not on camera, I don't think.
I think you heard you. You're good.
I mean, I got some really good between Joe and Morgan behind the bar. They both actually really care.
There's a lot of bartenders in the area and people who are servers who are huge fans of like this style of thing.
Yeah.
You'll probably get other people
Yeah, Joe's the
jumping
only
ship.
person like when he worked at the Kern that I'd be like, yo, can I get an old fashioned?
He
And he
knew
would
it,
hook it
yeah.
up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But any other bartender I asked there would just like look at me funny.
yeah, he's really
And
good.
old Milwaukee.
Like there's some bartenders in this area who legit take pride in being bartenders. You know what I mean? Like they they're not just don't want to pour a beer and do a rum and coke all night. You know what I mean? And then when they have a place that lets them do it, they're like, this is my jam. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I might have had a career as a bartender if I had more options like that.
yeah.
Me and
He got a
Joe
second job.
go toe to toe on very few things. The only one we're going back and forth on right now is a blender.
Yeah.
I hate blenders in a bar. I hate blenders in a restaurant. I don't want to hear it when I'm eating dinner. I don't want to hear it when I'm out and relaxed. I don't want to hear it when I have a headache and just fall.
You gotta get those little torpedo ones where it's like super quiet.
I'm a ninja, like
Get a little ninja
Yeah.
behind the
Yeah,
bar.
maybe something like that. But I'm not going full out blender. I'm not making
Yeah.
daiquiris all day long.
Yeah.
Just 1 second, everyone.
What did you want to eat, honey?
That just makes me think of Sunny, the Charlie episode with the. Never mind.
it's 3rd and 14. It's the game's on the line. Anything you have any questions? Anything you want to put out?
I think I'm good today.
All right, let's get plugs out of the way. Let's start with you, Bob. What do you got to plug?
Today, Party Beverage, Cunningham.
All right, Andrew,
I got nothing.
Bill.
None.
Not even your place of business.
All right.
Dave's a good guy. Got to
Yeah,
promote that place a little bit.
Just say the usual. Just go to all your local places, whether
Yeah.
it's your bottle shops or your restaurants, whatever. Just because it's hard now.
I think
mean,
School
it's getting
County's been really good
a
at
little
supporting
better.
local business. I think
Yeah.
we did a really good job supporting local business and going out and supporting with restaurants and stuff like that. So kudos to you, School County. If you are listening, this is a place you definitely should check out. Like I said, you don't have to be a craft beer drinker to be here. There's
something for everybody.
It's a huge plus, but you'll have a great time here. The food's fantastic.
Brunch
yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah. Rish, what do you got?
I got nothing.
Plug your-
Adopt, don't shop.
Plug your little
God.
fundraiser thing you go.
Oh yeah, I do have a fundraiser, a Sensi fundraiser for a new rescue, Coal Mountain Rescue. But I have to share that on Facebook. But
Share it in the beer page.
yeah, I'll
Share
share
it to the
that,
beer
yeah.
community. Yeah, we'll share it
Just
out.
trying to get like any kind of rescues or SPCA's, any kind of help. I donate 100% of what I make
Yeah.
from Sensi.
There's a little cat across the street the little lady has that she's trying to find a good home for.
230 North Street.
No. We are beyond max capacity.
She can't afford it, and she doesn't want to get. She took it from somebody else that didn't want it,
afford it.
so she couldn't afford her cat. So she's trying.
Oh
to
god.
find a
Oh
home.
god.
Expensive. No.
Beautiful, great cat. So if you know anybody,
We don't have a
call the
gray
restaurant.
one.
We can give it to Richard.
Have an another beer and we'll talk about it.
No.
Get him a nice Weinbacher.
Yeah, you're thirsty.
Get him a blubbering Iterate. And
I forgot that. We got the Underground from Founders, the barrel
I
aged
already
at
am a blither.
13-14%. He can have one of those. He won't remember what
You
he
bug
agreed
me.
to.
Let's take this cat.
No, we're not. That's how you got peanut.
But thank you so much for having us. I truly appreciate it. This will definitely be something. We'll work out some dates and we'll be here once a month and
Sounds good.
we'll do the new lineups. Thank you for supporting Bangin Beers podcast, IWEP Network.
I appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming up soon. We have a brand new T-shirt out. It's if you head over to the TeePublic, or I don't think it's on Teespring yet, just on TeePublic. It is a Patty's Pub spoof. Looks
I gotta
really
buy
cool
that today.
Huge thank you to Noah from
two of
Punk
them.
Stereo for making it.
Thanks,
See,
man.
cats are T-shirts.
What? Cat?
Cats are T-shirts.
Both.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Cats in t-shirts.
But that'll do it for Bangin podcast. We'll see you guys next time. We're out of here.
Peace.